времени суток, дорогие друзья. Это Сергей. Мы продолжаем проходить игру «Звёздные войны. Рыцари Старой Республики». В предыдущей серии мы покинули кошелек, естественно, сделав там все наши дела, и прибыли мы сейчас на Манаан в поисках очередной звездной карты. Что ж, давайте двигаться, искать. По нашему видению должна быть где-то на... где-то под водой должна находиться.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see, if you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Северо-восточную часть области. Нам нужно идти в посольство. Спасибо вам за подсказку, солдат. Началось.
How can I help?
Хотела что-то у меня спросить.
I do? How did you know?
Твое лицо напоминает мне щенка Кинрата.
A Kinrath pup. It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi. Remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you. That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you. I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force. That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. I believe you truly mean what you say. For now, sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
Я с радостью приму любую твою помощь.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Кстати, я забыл сказать, это только у мужских персонажей. Есть такая возможность, и как вы можете сказать, любовная линия между главным героем и Бастилой появляется. Только если персонаж мужского пола. Если женского пола, то это немного по-другому. Пошли. Администратор Силкадского порта. Давайте с ним поговорим. Успокойтесь, я буду исследовать. Отлично, вот налог для отпечаливания. Хорошо. Отправляемся. Так.
How may I be of assistance to you, other one? What is it you would like to speak to me about? How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Да, пожалуйста.
It goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Где ты жила?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one.
Ты встретила джедая?
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, maybe a little enamored. They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came. Although, perhaps, but thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do.
Это верно. Нам нужно отправиться в посольство. Где же это посольство находится? Где сейчас? Нужно вот восточную эту часть пройти. Так, где же этот посольство? Да, мы уже сейчас придем туда.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, not with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Пошлите. Посольство где-то должно быть здесь. Сколько я помню, оно здесь должно быть. Да, пришли.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Почему ваши солдаты грузят так много кольтов?
KOtOR is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, KOtOR becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest KOtOR and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our KOtOR supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Мне миссия от Совета джедаев. Можете вы мне поможете с этим?
Oh, of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
Я ищу звездную карту релик древней забытой расы.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
Что-нибудь знаете?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Хотите рассказать мне?
Don't think you can manipulate me, Jedi. The Republic Diplomatic Corps has to deal with the Sith all the time, so we're very resistant to mental influence. Your only real choice is to help me, so...
Что вы хотите, чтобы я сделал?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Где droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Как я доберусь до базы Ситхов?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we've managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Есть другой способ.
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Есть другой способ.
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Давайте поделаем. Я думаю, я поделаю карточку доступа.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Что ж, давайте отправляться. Компьютерный зал нам.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Да не вопрос. Расшифровать карточку кода Ситхов. Так. 11. Так, 22. Так. Доступ ко второй матрице. 15, 15, 16. Наверное, 18. 1, 2, 4, 8, 32, 64. 8, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. 1, 32, 1, 64, 25. Так. Наверное, это будет 6. Так. Дальше что? 1, 0, 8, 3, 32, 5, 128. Так. Наверное, это будет 7. Отлично. У нас получилось. В принципе, несложно. Несложно эту карточку расшифровать. Это, конечно же, намного лучше, чем допрашивать пленного ситха. Я когда, помню, проходил, я допрашивал пленного ситха. Там такой геморрой был. Всё. Больше нам, наверное, в посольстве пока что делать нечего, поэтому уходим. Выполнять задачу, которую нам поставили. Мы можем теперь попасть на базу Ситхов. А база Ситхов должна быть где-то здесь. Или может быть здесь. Восточный двор. И опять наши заблудились где-то.
Yes?
Да блин, бегите, что вы стали.
What?
Ну, наконец-таки. Я ж вроде одиночный режим не включал. Режим. Я ж собрал. Идем дальше.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
Ладно, держите ваши 20 кредитов.
Thanks for the credits, Nerf Herder.
Может там база Ситхов. Да, скорее всего там.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, Junkman. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Пришлите базу Ситхов. Вот мы вместе.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
У меня есть пропуск.
Your pass card is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately.
Давайте, давайте. Я вас сейчас как щенков перебью.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Подняла. Теперь давайте мы быстренько их
Let's make this quick.
говорил, что его как щенков перебью. Нечего было вызывать.
Sure.
Давайте сохранимся. Будем заходить во все комнаты. Ну и ладно, закрыто так закрыто, идем дальше. Сколько нам до нашего следующего уровня? А4820. Напугаем. Джедаи. Я вас сомневаюсь. Так, сначала нам нужно Ах ты! Как его парализовать? У нас же иммунитет есть.
Your wish?
Что за бред? Ох, какая ерунда, дамы и господа, происходит с этими джедаями. Пугать нам нужно. Давайте подавление силы. Отменим у него.
You cannot win.
Так, Бастила, подлечи-ка нас.
I'm here. So that I
Спасибо. Так, Джухани.
What is it?
Птичку. Как? Куда я птичку нажал? Что за ерунда такая? Да. Мистика какая-то происходит. Так, хороший кристалл нам дали.
Yes?
Давай пассива полетим.
Your wish?
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
Идем дальше. А не, мы здесь уже были. Сюда давайте пойдем. Не, нам сюда не нужно пока что. Учимся. Так, нам вроде как... Эти дроиды активируем. Вооружение, щиты и патрулирование. Давайте их напугаем.
There.
Отлично. Давайте используем. Все. Теперь нам нужно вернуться к посольствам. Давайте пофармим опыт. Давайте опыт пофармим.
Let's make this.
Ика. Давайте их закидаем ионными гранатами. Эти гранатами закидаем. Уже еще гранаты не действует. Какая-то Нет, давайте атаковать лучше. Полечит нас Джухани.
Yes? Yes?
You will fall!
Давайте подвинем.
You cannot win. You shall fall.
Отлично. Так, навыки. Учение и убеждение. Силы. Безумие. Потом у нас будет уничтожить дроида. Идем дальше.
For the order! You cannot win.
Let's make this quick.
For the Republic!
Вам? Куда мы не пойдем. Так, куда нам дальше?
What is it?
Трюха не подлечит.
What can I do?
Спасибо.
Yes?
Все. Идем дальше вот сюда вот. А нет. Ладно, все, давайте уходить отсюда. Нам уже здесь, можно сказать, в принципе, нам уже больше здесь делать нечего. Все. Дверь закрытая. Давайте сохранимся, потому что нас сейчас будет ждать очень неприятный сюрприз, когда мы уйдем сейчас. Что? Почему? Поняли, что я имел в виду? Мне никто не нужен для защиты. Меня обвиняют. Давайте уйдем в глухую оборону. Это вина Ситхова. Мне никто не нужен для защиты. Не знаю. Что меня обвиняют? Не знаю. Это вина Ситхова. Как ты освободишь меня? У меня было разрешение на вход. У меня не было прежних связей. Думаю, я лучше покажу сам. Хорошо, покажи мне. Пусть позвольте ему продолжить. Перерыв. Я был там по другой причине. Я хочу освободить от обязанностей арбитра. Я буду защищаться сам. Ситхи заманили меня вовнутрь. Я пошел туда на дипломатические переговоры. Нас отпустили.
Yes?
The
Republic respects... If the Republic serves my heart, they...
Я не хочу слушать.
What?
Но мы, друзья, сделали все, что надо было. Давайте наведываться опять, нам нужно идти в посольство.
I was told that you're a friend of Jolie Bindo, and that Jolie has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent.
Кто вы такой?
My name is Alora. My husband, Sunri, and Jolie are old friends. Now Sunri needs Jolie's help.
Я немедленно скажу Джоли.
Please, I beg you to bring Jolie to speak to me about my husband. Sunri's life depends on it.
Ладно. Нам нужно уходить отсюда. Нам сюда. Нам не сюда. На позиции. Луковое тело. Да, нам восточный. Идти нужно. Все, теперь нам нужно в посольство. Теперь поговорим с Роландом Уанном.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Да.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of KOtOR, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes KOtOR exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest KOtOR directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction, an ancient building or artifact. Possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KOtOR packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, KOtOR. Good luck in your efforts.
Ну что ж, отправляемся. Черного уже нет. Что, идем. Пробуем подводный аппарат. Исследовать мы подводные будем вот это место уже в следующей серии. Большое спасибо всем за просмотры. Комментируйте, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на мой канал. Всем спасибо за просмотры. Всем пока.